Last week, kids, we are doing Valmiki Ramayanam. Now we are in Balakanda. You know that, right? That is the first Kanda, Balakanda. And last week, when Shatananda narrated the greatness of sage Vishwamitra, everybody were very happy to listen to that, and Ram and Lakshmana, they knew that their guru was great, but how they could not measure it. Now they knew how great he is, right? So they bowed to him, and then Janaka called off for the day. He left to his palace. They went to offer their prayers. Now next day, Janaka sent his people to Vishwamitraji's camp, where Ramji, Lakshmana and Vishwamitra and all the rishis were staying. They were staying near the water sources where there was no crowd at all, because Janaka is performing the sacrifice. So many religious priests, sages, rishis, so many thousands of people thronged to Mithila. So, but Vishwamitraji wanted to stay away from the crowd. They were staying in a camp. So Janaka sent his people to bring Vishwamitraji, Ram, Lakshmana to his palace. They all came. They were all sitting. Now Janaka is asking to Vishwamitraji, who are these two boys? They are looking so beautiful, and they are carrying the bows with them, and they are walking like the lion cubs. They are so looking so valorous, means so brave and powerful. That's what Janaka is asking. And their bodies were well built. So he is describing they are so beautiful, and he wanted to know who they are. Now Vishwamitraji revealed that these two are the sons of King Dasharatha. Janaka knew that King Dasharatha, because when Dasharatha invited for the sacrifice, when Ramji was not born, he was doing the Putra Kameshti Yajna and Ashwamedha Yajna. At that time, Janaka also came to Ayodhya. So he knew who is Dasharatha. So he felt very happy, because Dasharatha is from Ikshvaku dynasty. They are so noble. He knew it. So he was very happy. And now Janaka is very happy to see Ram and Lakshmana. Now Vishwamitraji started how Dasharatha sent them to kill Tataka, how they killed Tataka, and then how they saved the sacrifice in Siddhashrama from Maricha and Subahu, and then how Ramji set Ahalya free, and how Ahalya and Gautama Muni were reunited. So they knew all. Now they are looking at Ram with great affection. This boy is very noble, very righteous, like that. And Vishwamitra said that these two boys came to Mithila to see the Shivadanush, which is in your palace. Please show them the Shivadanush. Then Janaka was very happy. Okay, I will show. Then he started saying the story of Shivadanush. Long ago, our founder Nimi had a son called Devarata. Lord Shiva had given this bow to gods. When Devarata performed the sacrifice, the gods were pleased and gifted this bow to our dynasty. Since then, it is with us only. We are protecting it. We are worshipping it from then. So they want to see it. So he summoned his people. He ordered his people to bring the divine bow. And he also said that this bow is given by Lord Shiva, and it is very, very powerful. So nobody can lift this till now. From the day Devarata got it, it is in the box only. Nobody could support it. When I was I did not have children for a long time. So at that time I wanted to do a sacrifice. At that time I was plowing the sacrificial land. At that time a girl baby was found. She is called Sita. Sita means the mark made by the plow. Okay? And she is Ayonija. She is not born from the mother's womb. She came from the earth. When I was doing the plowing, I got Sita. And she is very dearer. She is dearer to me. So that's why I want to give Sita. Now she is grown up. Now I am looking for Sita's. I am looking for the boy who will marry Sita. But as she is virtuous, I want to give Sita to a noble and virtuous man and valorous. Valorous means very powerful. So that's why I have given a challenge. Whoever wants to marry Sita, please come and lift this bow. Because this is a divine bow. Unless the gods are happy, he cannot lift the bow. So that's why I have given this challenge. So many kings around Mithila, they came to lift because of the beauty. They felt that they should marry Sita because she is beautiful. They came to Mithila and they could not lift the bow. Then they felt rejected, humiliated. So all the kings started attacking Mithila. They seized Mithila for almost 12 months. And I alone cannot fight the battle with all the kings. So I was doing my penance, my prayers in Mithila only. Then after a while, gods were pleased and they have sent a complete army with all the four limbs like elephants, horses, the foot soldiers, complete army. Then by seeing the army, all the kings who came to attack Mithila, they all fled. They all ran away. So that's why I still feel that whoever lifts this bow is the right match for Sita. If Rama strings this bow, I promise that I will give Sita in marriage. So he asked his people to bring the bow. So Manjusham Ashtachakram, it is placed in a 8-wheeled carriage, cart, in a box. So it is so heavy that almost 5,000 people of Janaka pulled it and placed it in front of Janaka. Now Vishwamitra said that Ram, go and see the bow. Then Ramji went, he opened the box and he held it in the middle and he lifted it effortlessly. Everybody was shocked. They couldn't even imagine. Till now, gods, Rakshasas, Gandharvas, Yakshas, so many people came to lift it, but nobody could even lift for an inch. But now, effortlessly he lifted it. That is the first time everybody is seeing the bow out of the box. Earlier, everybody was seeing it for generations in the box only. Now Ramji lifted it effortlessly and he held it. Now, he slowly pulled the string and he wanted to string it. In the process of stringing, he almost fixed the string, but with a thunderous sound, the Dhanush broke into two. Everybody was dumbstruck and Janaka was extremely happy because he is wishing that Ramji should lift the bow so that he can give Sita in marriage to Rama. Now Ramji has lifted it and he strung it, then it broke into two pieces. Now everybody applauded there. The Shatananda, Janaka, Rama, Lakshmana, Vishwamitra, everybody was a great joy. So Janaka, he came to Rama and said, Sita is dearer to me than my own life. I want to give her in marriage. So please accept Sita as your wife. Right? Janaka sent his army, sent his people to Ayodhya. Please convey this to King Dasharatha and invite him to Mithila for the marriage and tell him what had happened precisely. Then his army went to Mithila. Here Vishwamitra and Janaka also requested Vishwamitra, please stay here only and assist us and help us in the wedding rituals. Please guide us. So Vishwamitra agreed. So now Vishwamitra ji is going to be there in the marriage of Ramji and Sita. This is the day now Sita Mata entered into Ramayana. Right? Till now we are not talking about Sita. And Janaka had a brother. Janaka, now Vishwamitra ji is telling the his family history. Mithila is the capital of Videha kingdom. So Janaka is ruling the Videha kingdom and Mithila is the capital of it. And all the kings of Mithila are called Janakas. Sita's father is called Siradhwaja Janaka and his father is Hrasvaroma Janaka. So all the kings are named as Janakas only. And Janaka had a brother called Kushadhwaja. Kushadhwaja is ruling Sankasha kingdom and he had two daughters. Immediately when Rama lifted the bow, Janaka sent a message to Kushadhwaja also. He invited his brother also. He had two daughters. One is Mandavi and one is Shrutakirti. Janaka had Urmila also along with Sita. Sita is Ayonija. Urmila is Janaka's daughter. Who is the wife of Janaka? Sunayana. So Janaka and Sunayana had Urmila also. So now Janaka had Sita, Urmila and Kushadhwaja had Mandavi and Shrutakirti. Now Vishwamitra ji was telling, after the Dasharatha comes, he will propose. Okay, that we will see in the next class. Now Kushadhwaja reached Mithila. Everybody is setting, preparing the grandeur, preparing arrangements. They are arranging for the wedding of Ram and Sita. Along with that, 3 more marriages will also take place. What are they? We will see in the next class. Okay? Morals. Who are overconfident? The kings?
The people who wanted to live the boat.
Correct. And they should not feel rejected, right? That is the actually challenge given by Janaka. So they came and they attempted. If they failed, they should not take revenge on Janaka, right? They wanted to take the test. They failed in the test. They have to accept.
Ma'am, if we do something, we have to not try until you succeed. Yes.
And Ramji, when he was lifting the bow also, he had taken the permission from Vishwamitra. When Vishwamitra said, go and see, take a look at the bow. When he wanted to string it, then also he asked for the permission. So always take the permission from Guru. Right?
Take the permission from Guru.
Okay.
Be righteous.
Never feel that they are losers for the first attempt only. Yes, try and try till they succeed, but they should not take revenge.
Failure is the first step
Failure is the first step
to success.
to success. Okay. And when Vishwamitra, last week I forgot to tell you, what is the biggest moral we have to take out from Vishwamitra ji is, he achieved the impossible to possible with his great determination. Like if you take the example of Tataka, she is a Yakshini, but she transformed into a Rakshasi, from a Yakshini to Rakshasi because of her behavior. But see, look at Vishwamitra. He progressed from a king to Brahmarshi. So we will become what we want to be, what we strive to be, right?
Try means
What we work towards it.